Please welcome the oldest ranking German alumnus with us tonight, who honors us with his presence at his age of over 90 years. He has flown in just for us from Madrid, especially for this celebration, Bernd M. Thomas. I'm not even finished. I still have something here. Let me start and then you continue. All right. His ISEC career began as early as local committee president in I have to really read that because it's unbelievable, 57. Was National Committee President in Germany 57-58. President ISEC International 58-59, all located in Mannheim, and co-chair of International Congress Barcelona in 1960. He was reactivated as ISEC International Executive Envoy to Asia in 1962. He holds the awards of, pay attention, International Senior Member, the Halls of Fame of ISEC International and ISEC Germany, and Peace Bridge Builder. He was co-founder of the first international alumni body as ISEC Alumni Association on June 21, 1964 in Paris. Also when we launched as ISEC Alumni International in 1986 in Budapest. And after working on ISEC Alumni International reforms, became vice president of the AAI board in 2012 at an age of over 80, roundabout. Let's do that again. Welcome on stage, Bernd M. Thomas.
This is a very, very gracious introduction. I thank you for letting me say a few words here, and thank you for coming for this important event for ISEC in Germany. I might just call in here if there are any people here from my alma mater, Mannheim. Anybody here? And anybody from my current and anybody from my current host country, Spain, a Spanish delegation? Well, they may be coming tomorrow. now let me first of all say I have so many memories to previous years of congresses and wonderful balls that I've experienced. And one such ball had a consequence that really took over my life in the 59, IC 59, when at the ball at the end of the Congress, I met the LCP from the University of Nuremberg. And as you may imagine, something happened, and she became my spouse for the next 25 years, with wonderful kids that she speaking to you as sort of a representative of the founding generation, not the founders themselves, but the early generation, the early time of ISAC. And in such, I'm sort of the last Mohican who can give testimony. And of course, in a totally different time, I'm known in ISAC for somebody who stopped the takeover of ISAC Germany by EIST, and I'm known in ISAC for the one who did a big reform package after the first 10 years when we created the International Presidents Meeting and created a permanent secretariat and created the job of PAI and also formed a system that allowed international recruiting of people throughout ISAC by giving them also some compensation. What I would now like to do is just a few words about the real history of alumni in ISAC, because alumni did not just fall from heaven. Things needed to be done. Innovating and disrupting is something that somebody has to do. Now, it so happens that ISAC from fairly early on, 55, Congress in Amsterdam, decided an award which was called the International Senior Award. And it was conferred, it was decided by Congress, by a 2/3 majority by Congress at the end of a Congress, and it was for people who had been active on the international level of ISAC. So I or any other office holders on the international level were eligible for this. At the end of the 10 years, there were about 70 international senior members. The same motion said that the national committees, the MCs, could also create national senior members who had been active in national positions. Now, this existing, the Paris and Cologne Congress 56, 59, went one step further. It recommended that the international president should create an association of those international senior members. So remember, a group of people restricted in numbers, but they should link up to do something as alumni together. And the same, the national committees should do something with their national senior members. This led to a meeting in Paris on the 21st of June of 1964, which is slightly earlier than the German ISAC-Kreis Deutschland creation. And on this date in Paris, the first International ISAC Alumni Association was formed by the name of AAI, which was later relaunched as AAA, and later relaunched as AAI. Now we might say, looking back, that ISAC work was really in vain because the history, the world is not in its best shape at the moment. Now I would say otherwise. Remember that the early ISAC had an icon in its brand that was the godly messenger of Hermes. And the early ISAC sort of relied, to solve problems, relied on that Greek godly messenger whose job was to help in such international trade and organizational matters. And the fortune was that the president at the time of the early 50s had the good insight to say, well, some problems can't be solved by just work and cooperating. No, we need to have at Congress the position of a magician. So let me leave you with that thought. Do it without a magician, but do it, and Isaac will be healthy and capable of doing important things for many years. Thank you.
Thank you, Bernd, for this inspiring speech. At the age of more than 90 years, coming in from Madrid,
Just for you.
he has given us an outline of the history of this fantastic association. Thank you, Bernd.